闇の時代を告げる鐘が遠くなり響く戦うと思うよ今君は死も恐れず瓦礫の街を染めて沈む夕日はくれない愛する星の未来を守るため神の刃は人の愛祈りも込めて貫け立ち上がれ気高く前定めを受けた戦士よ明日の平和への礎となれ熱くなれ大きく裂け天に捧げし命よ弱き者の盾となれそして世界を導けきらめく星の海に浮かぶお前の面影人と会えないがゆえになど愛しい背中合わせの世界重ね会えない現実涙と共に捨て去れ何もかもさあ振り返らずに風になれ痛みを越えて駆け出せ立ち上がれ気高く前定めを受けた戦士よたとえ傷ついて力尽きても赤く燃え見事に散って星になった命よ時を超えその名前を胸に刻もう Just forever立ち上がれ気高く前定めを受けた戦士よたとえ傷ついて力尽きても熱くなれ大きく裂け天に捧げし命よ明日の平和への礎となれ赤く燃え見事に散って星になった命よ時を超えその名前を胸に刻もう Just forever
Hello everyone, my name is Notepad and on and I write games for fun. So what are we doing today? Well, today we're going to be compiling, as you can kind of see. This is the raw translation of Muv-Luv TRPG. We finished this yesterday. Actually, we finished this on Wednesday. Tuesday, I mean, time is irrelevant. But we finished this on last time, and what we need to do is we now need to get all of this over here. Much easier said than done. As you can kind of see, these are two very different documents. As you can see, I just have the preface here. That's all there is on this side, the compiled version. But yeah, that's what we have to do today. Now, it may be easy to kind of think like, oh, all you need to do is just transfer all the English over. I learned with the Kids Night stream, that is not how this is going to go. Unfortunately, that's just not how that's just not how things are going to be our little song and dance. The thing what has to happen here is I need to not only transfer all the English over here, what I need to do is double check everything over here to make sure that everything is actually accurate and make sure it actually looks right. If it doesn't look right, I need to change it over here. So there might actually be some differences between these two going forward. Do I have any good way of like saying like this is going to be what's going to happen? No, I'm going to do my best to keep everything as elegant as possible. If I am going to make any changes, I'm going to iterate it, obviously. But first, because people were asking about it, let's check out the Game Awards 2022, everybody. Best Community Support, Final Fantasy XIV, understand, Arcane, never saw it. Best Narrative, God of War Ragnarok. Oh no, I don't like where this is going. Marvel Snap. Splatoon 3. As Dusk Falls, I never even heard of that one. Audio Design, Ragnarok. Multiverses, Fighting Game. How the fuck did I want a fighting game? Anything. Why is Sifu on here? Why the fuck is Sifu even here? Why? This isn't a fighting game. No. Kirby and the Forgotten Island. Alright. Count Ludwig, I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Performance, Christopher Judge, God of War Ragnarok, understandable. Gran Turismo, okay. Esports, Valorant, cool. Don't know who the fuck that guy is. Art direction, Elden Ring, alright. Action game, Bayonetta 3. Alright, I mean there really wasn't anything else to be even noted there. Mario and Rabbids, Sparks of Hope 1 strategy games. Oh. Alright, that's a... Why the fuck... Man, what the fuck? Why the fuck were any of these nominated? I'm more confused than anything now. Oh god. Oh god, okay. VR games. Okay. Debut indie game. Stray, Norco, Tunic, Vampire Survivors, Neon White. I'm surprised Vampire Survivors didn't win that one because how it pretty much kickstarted an entire fucking genre. Fun fact. Neon White, I could understand that one. Stray, like, I understand, like, technical details. Like, Stray is pretty. I guess that, man, they just want to suck some dicks. Okay, we're doing Game of the Year. Best ongoing game. Role-play game. Oh, wow, we got some... Oh, yeah, I always forget. They hand out a most anticipated game award. Oh, Lord, I always forget that. And it's just cock. It's just cocksucking. It's actually impressive. I'm surprised Sifu was even put on there for more than like 2 seconds. Like, does anyone remember, like, really remember Sifu doing like real hard? Like, I don't remember it doing like amazing. I remember people playing it, but underlying character. This is what I mean by like we have to do things that are the best way to word it is just a little bit. This is very simply the art of, I'm gonna do here's Notepad. Let's open up paint.net like right over here just to give everybody an idea of what's going to be going on. Is we need to transfer all of this shit over up here to do this. So I do this, it's gonna let me. Nope, I'm gonna have to. Let's zoom in 200%. I want to get the exact. I do actually have the book open in case I do need to reference anything. But yeah, this is what I mean by like compilation is a fun and exciting adventure for the whole family. Let's take this. We need to. Yeah. We're using. Do we have Verdana? We do have Verdana. We're gonna be using Verdana for almost every single one of these things, but that's just a thing I have to remember. About this book. Let's. About this book, DL version. This is going to be black on. This is going to be black. We're going to do this about this book. This would. Do we have Droid Sans on here? We do have Droid Sans. Even better. Do 22 point font. Let's actually bump that up to like. Can we bump it up to 30? No. We'll do 28. This book. This book. This book was distributed in 2018's Comic Market 95. Comic-Cat 95. This is. It has been slightly edited. It has been edited for the DL version. Click an item on the table of contents, and it will jump to that section of the book. Please note that there are some parts that are different. Book version. Can we do it down to like 25? Can we? Yep. I'm gonna put it like right here about this version, the book DL version, and then I'm going to mimic the style a little bit because that's what we do here. We have to mimic. Do. About this translation, we immediately do 36. Actually, no, we're going to do Courier Prime. We have Courier Prime on here. We have Courier New. That's close. I think people understand. This is the translator. This translator notepad anon. If you ever see Courier Prime / Courier, you ever see Courier Prime or Courier New font like this, that's that is a TL note. That is, let's do 33. Yeah, that is a TL. That is a TL note. I try not to interject. Sometimes it's necessary. There we go. Sometimes it's necessary, but sometimes it's necessary. We can put. I'm gonna do. this. We're going to do this about this translation. Little bit smaller, and that's okay. We put this up here. Then we put this right below it. Then we do image options, fixed position on page, fixed position on page. We do CPU at the bottom, fixed position on page. We do CPU at, we do have one at the right at the top, right top and centered. There we go. So it kind of is an understanding, like, here's about the book DL version. Hey, if you ever see it in Courier, Prime Courier, new font like this, that is a TL node. Cool. Understood. Everything goes forward. Prefaced. Human lives lost. Human lives lost. We're gonna bump up the font by like this. We want this to be pretty much like the first. Not to disrespect. And do not disrespect humanity. As soon as beta extraterrestrial, a species of extraterrestrial origin arrived on Earth, it quickly conquered the Eurasian continent. Invaders can only be described as monsters or form of This is the one I remember. It was having a bitch. Can only be described as. Let's be a little bit more active with this. So we want to do as soon as beta, a species of extraterrestrial origin arrived on. Species of extraterrestrial origin arrived on Earth. It quickly conquered the Eurasian continent. The invaders, who can only be described as monsters. Let's see. The invaders, who can only be described as monsters, devour the earth, plants, animals, and humans in overwhelming numbers. Yeah, we kind of want to get the idea, like, they just fucking eat everything. Humanity is on. Humanity was on the verge of extinction without even a clue of how to communicate. But they are not. But they are. We want to do. Humanity was on the verge of. But they are not just frightened. They are not just frightened and waiting for death. Driving bipedal robots called tactical surface fighters, they desperately resist and are accumulating small victories. Not disrespect humanity. Destroy those who continue fighting with faith in victory. There we go. That should be fine. Not great, but it sounds fine. Because this is actually a line from the games. That's the thing. The fuck is Sifu? Sifu was a game that came out. God, when did it come out? It came out a little while ago. Epic Game exclusive, you know, the whole thing. Yeah, it was a very interesting game, but it came out February. Damn, this is a while ago. This is right at the beginning of the year. That's why it lost, fun fact. Like, it had two gimmicks. One, it was very detailed in like martial arts fighting stuff. It was a very detailed game in that regard. It had some weird roguelite elements, because the idea is like, the further you go, every time you die, you just get older. So you may start as a young man, but generally speaking, you will get old. You get older and older and older. The idea being your health is higher when you're younger, but lower when you're older, but you hit for less damage. The main complaints I saw about Sifu mostly boiled down to it was, how do I want to word this? The gimmick wore off fast, and then it just kind of came down to like some very basic ideas, and it wasn't really, it didn't have a lot of staying power. And I understand if people kind of got like, you know, maybe that's not it. Now, mind you, is fucking Stray like this masterclass of game design? No, it's a fucking walking simulator, guys. It's a walking simulator, except you're a cat. That's all it is. So we're like, oh no, it has so much more depth to it. It's a fucking walking simulator where you're a cat. Muv-Luv alternative, Muv-Luv alternative RPG. So in the world of Muv-Luv alternative, hereafter, is it? Double check. Muv-Luv alternative. What is it stylized? Just one word. Okay, so I'll probably be already familiar with the alternative series, but this section briefly uses the appeal of the work for those who don't. What is the appeal of Muv-Luv? Appeal of alternative. Of Muv-Luv. So, Alternatives, PC game released by Age in 2006. It is a substantial sequel to Muv-Luv, more than 10 years ago, February 2003. Muv-Luv is in reality, however, Muv-Luv is a sci-fi, I should do, you know, yeah, we're going to do Muv-Luv, we're going to do, keep everything in brackets when it comes to referring to the work. He's a sci-fi war robot story. Is sci-fi war, let's see. In reality, however, Muv-Luv is a sci-fi war robot. Maybe let's change, in reality, however, Muv-Luv is a sci-fi robot war story. That sci-fi robot war robot war story about fighting against beta monsters that attack from another planet with the intent of destroying from another attack from another planet. We're not going to just changing some things to make it read better. The shocking ending of Muv-Luv. Technically, we need to let's do this correctly. It's not Muv-Luv, it's fucking like Muv-Luv something else. Love Extra, Muv-Luv Unlimited. Muv-Luv stuff is a sci-fi war and the shocking ending of Muv-Luv, we're going to insert footnote for your prime. Technically this is Muv-Luv Unlimited. This is technically a Muv-Luv Unlimited. Muv-Luv technically this is Muv-Luv Unlimited as Muv-Luv Extra is the quote first episode. Let's see. Muv-Luv is the end. Muv-Luv. The shocking ending of Muv-Luv is that it ends with the defeat of the human race. Alternative begins with our main character, Takeshi. Let me do the fucking thing. Shirogane. God, what's your fucking name? Karu Shigane. Karu Shirogane. Not Takeshi Shirogane. Karu Shirogane. I could see where it kind of got fucked up with that. Who sent back in time from the future after the defeat of mankind at the end of Muv-Luv with his memory and physical strength intact and continues to change the future toward a victory toward mankind. He's restarted as from a trainee. He is an elite pilot with physical strength, skills unmatched with those around him. However, changing the future means that a future he does not know is coming. and Dekoru. And Dekoru is forced to the harsh conditions he never imagined. Although he is repeatedly devastated, in the end, he overcomes it and saves the humans. We did it to everybody. This is seemingly a Naro, let's go, yeah, Naro or I2E. Do you want to keep these in? No, I'm going to put these in quotes because these aren't referring to a particular. No, we'll keep Fuck, there's no. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by like compilation being a bitch, because there's really no. It's not like, oh boy, this is going to be super simple and easy to do. No, that's not. You always end up doubting yourself halfway through and be like, Well, I can always consult the JTRPG channel. Another part of me doesn't want to convert the JTRPG channel. Nah, I'm good. Let's see. This here. I wonder. Actually, is Savona here? Savona. No. Fuck it. I said we're going to do brackets. We're going to do brackets. I mean, not or I2E style. 1, 2. The main development age. Shocking ending, Muv-Luv. I2E style, but the story is relentlessly hard-hitting, and the truth of the story, which is closely intertwined with mystery scattered throughout. Scattered throughout has an impact on the lives of many users. We're going to do many players. Shingeki no Kyojin by Hajime Isawa, sensei of the and we're going to have to fix that. So, the story of how Shinkage no Kyojin, by Hajime Isawa. Fucking seagull, sort of, was born out. The story of how was born out of respect for alternative. Respect for alternative is a well-known. The story of how it was born out of respect for alternative is well known. Keeping in this. Story of how is a well-known the story example. The story of how born out of respect for by the story is supported by a worldview based on a detailed setting. The level of detail is so great that there's a 3-centimeter thick book 3 centimeter 2 inches I'm not even gonna say, I'm not gonna remove the 3 centimeter. I'm just gonna say there is a thick book filled with explanations of mechanical and military settings. Not only that, the history of the world in the work is slightly different from that of our own. For example, there was a moon base in the late 1960s. The Soviet Union has not collapsed because it entered beta war before perestroika. Perestroika. Fucking footnote for that. Courier Prime. Then Courier Prime. Policy or practice of restructuring, reforming economic and political systems. To the Soviet Union restructuring 70s. Yeah. Yeah, this is the shit what we got, like, yeah, let's talk about fucking Soviet policy of restructuring the economy in my giant robot game. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! This is what I'm looking for. This is some fucking gamer hours right here. Right, we are technically represented what we would call isekai. Naru being distinctly JP term. So. A Madoka moment. Used with secure too and check time. My beta relations between the two countries are not good. Beta was also behind the collapse of the Berlin Wall. But unravel modern history, you'll find things that you've heard appear here, often in different forms, which will said to be comparable to that of Gundam. It was created to broaden the audience who are not familiar with Muv-Luv by specializing in robot combat, rather forcibly expressing all of these vast ideas. We hope that the game will serve as a gateway to this fascinating work. For those who are already fans of Muv-Luv, we hope you warmly welcome to this new fan activity. Choo-choo. Oh, yo, we're gonna do that real fast. What is a TRP? What is a TRP? Have you ever won? Have you ever wanted to become a character in the storybook world and experience exciting adventures in hand-to-hand battles? Have you ever read a new novel by a favorite author and excitedly thought, I want to be inside the story? If you have a big imagination, probably not. You probably not only look at stories written by others, but you may even want to write your own. Tabletop RPGs is the perfect game for you. Tabletop RPGs are the perfect game for you. Again, always my absolute favorite fucking part of all of these. All of these kind of very Japanese RPGs, because they are all relentlessly upbeat. It's like, hey, you want to learn how to play this cool game? Awesome, let's do this. Let's fucking go. What you need to play. They are also usually incredibly poorly laid out because of it. We want to do heading 3. We're going to be a little bit conservative here. We're going to try to save some space. Heading match there. Okay, everyone's trying to save some space because I already kind of can tell things are going to get a little bit wonky. You want to become a character in Storybook World? What do you need to play for offline sessions? 2 to 5 players. The game requires a GM. Game master, 1 person, and players 1 to 4. 1 to 4 to facilitate the game. The GM is called CP in this game, which is a familiar word in military games, which means command post. Dice. Two times 6-sided dice. Use 2 6-sided dice to make various. I'm gonna. This is one of those things we gotta make a decision right now. What do we want to call them? Do we want to keep judgments? You know what? I'll ask the world. Judgments, checks, or decisions? Judgment, checks, or decisions? Yep, let's at the world and see what they respond with. Again, this is the beautiful part about having a fucking server full of people, is that you can just randomly ask people questions in the middle of the night. Being like, yeah, here, answer my questions. Very important. What's the theme? I'm just gonna post the cover. Like, that's all it is. That's all you get, is the fucking cover. We got one for judgment. I'm leaning toward judgments. I think they sound cooler. Yeah, make a judgment. Dun dun dun. Like, okay, I'm down. Okay, we got one. Let's we got 2 for judgment, 1 for decision. Oh no, we've got 2 for decisions. Okay, are we getting we're getting a flip-flop. We're getting a flip-flop to judgment, everybody. Big move. Yep, we got a unanimous decision for judgments. Cool. Everything's getting changed then. Cool. Everything's now being converted to judgments. To make various judgments. Paper, mechanical pencil, pencil. I'm just gonna pencil and eraser. The use of ballpoint pens is not recommended. This player's ultimate rewrite values as well as ability values such as ability value. Sheets and panels at the end of this document. Player character information. Player character information sheets and combat sheets and panels. Combat sheets and panels. I'm gonna write tokens. Combat sheets and tokens. Please copy then use the sheet, panel, and tokens provided at the end of this manual. Actually, would you use panel? I guess panel, because I guess they're supposed to be like little standees. I mean, that's a token, right? That's totally a token. Like, that's totally a token, right? Like, that's just a token. Yeah, we're gonna call them token. Yep. Okay, yeah, they're tokens. Yeah, I get where they're getting with panels. Like, because there is, like, they actually have, no, they don't. Because I remember on their website, they have one which are, like, little standing ones. Like, they were selling them, like, here's little standing tokens. Like, that could, like, I could understand calling them that a panel. But we're going to call them tokens. Please copy and use the sheets and tokens provided at the end of this manual. Of course, you may prepare them separately. Cool. Good job, team. for internet sessions. Again, it's so fucking wholesome sometimes. There's a sense of buttery wholesomeness to the whole thing. Like, it's sickening, and I love it. For each session, take 3 to 5 hours or even longer. Since it's quite difficult to schedule everyone to meet in one place for a long period of time in recent years, more and more sessions being conducted using voice chat, although it may be somewhat difficult to do so because you cannot see each other's faces. Text chat requires extra time for typing. Easy to do because there is no need to move and no need for secure physical location. There is also a number of dedicated tools, known as onset tools, available on the internet. Using them is recommended. I'm gonna put a big note right here. Onset tool, fucking they're referring to various Japanese VTT. They're referring to various Japanese VTTs. Use Discord, Roll20, Foundry, etc. It's very easy. It's very easy to set up. Being like, I'm not only gonna do that when necessary. That's pretty much saying I'm gonna do it whenever the fuck I feel like, because I can do whatever I want because it's my translation. This is my jank-ass translation, and I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Judgment. Okay, now we get to the world view. Actually, can we put this all in one? We can put it all on one. Nope, we cannot put it all on one page. Wow, that's infuriating. It's one fucking line, son of a bitch. I mean, I guess I could, what would formats, line spacing single. Can I force everything to be single? This is gonna look super fucking jank, but well, think about it. It looks so much better. Where was it? I just saw it. But I'm a dumbass, and I just immediately lost where it was. Bullets, numbering columns. No, okay. There are lines and spacing. Single. There we go. Oh god. Oh god. Looks so tight. Oh no. Oh no. We're doing this. We gotta. I don't want to do this, but it saves a lot of space. No. 1.15. Keep it easy. Keep it easy on the eyes. Keep it easy on the eyes, Notepad. If that means I gotta do. I will do another fucking. Actually, you know what I can do? Think smart. Line sync, keep you single, and then I can make that. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Boom. I'm a genius. Kino. Hurts being this amazing. There the veal. There the veal. This is Notepad was very, very intelligent when he decided to do this. Otherwise known, he was a fucking moron. Why did any of you allow me to do this? Tell me why? Why didn't you stop me? You could have stopped me. Alternative, actually. Oh, let's see. Alternative is a story between battle between the human race of Earth, and the alien invaders. Beta males. Beta. Encounter with Beta was in 1958. The first human encounter. First human encounter was 1958 when the unmanned U.S. probe Viking 1 discovered what appeared to be a life form on Mars. Then in 1967, geological exploration team of Plateau 1, the international permanent base built by humans on the moon, was wiped out when they encountered the same species found on Mars during their lunar exploration, beginning the first lunar war. Battle against an extraterrestrial species. This is when Beta, adversary, which is the adversary of the human race, and the never-ending war between mankind and Beta, the Beta War, began. Beta finally projected a structure called a landing unit from the surface to the Earth and landed in Kashgar, Xinjiang Autonomous Region, China. Once on Earth, Beta began building a structure called a hive. Actually, no, we'll call it the Hive. At first, China attempted on its own, but the appearance of the laser beam species. I'm going to call it the laser beam. The laser class species, which shoots down flying objects in an instant, rendered all air power effective, making it impossible. Beta males, which increases population based in the Hive, expanded its sphere of influence westward. While the Allied forces of China and the Soviet Union scorched Earth using tactical nuclear weapons, had no real effect. Beta, for reasons that remained unclear, had been surging out of the Hive like a tsunami, eating everything: soils, rocks, animals, people. Exception. The state of Earth. EDF. We must stop the giant insects from invading Earth. Only the proud forces of the EDF can stop them. Save our Mother Earth from any alien threat. X bayonets, the EDF deploys. The only way to stop Beta, which can be adapted to any environment, is to defeat. The only way to stop Beta is to defeat it. But humanity is outnumbered by an overwhelming amount of real resources. Population has dwindled to 1 billion. Beta initially moved westward, centered on Kuti, but has since begun to move east. So far has not gone outside the Eurasian continent. The reason for the presence of the oceans, but we don't know exactly what the reason is. But we're going to there is also there is no known, don't know exactly what the reason. Scientists don't know what the reason. Scientists don't know exactly what the reason. There we go. It's kind of keeping a little bit impersonal, not putting the I in stuff. They are some fearsome beings. They are some fearsome beings that can adapt to any environment, but it takes some time. Maybe that Beta has not yet feel it is worth the effort. China, the Soviet Union, the European countries lost their land to this. Loss means land is no longer inhabitable. Not only because of its near high, but also because of the extinction of flora, fauna, and climate change. Some land in Alaska from the United States. The Europe is in the lost land and are fighting together. The same is true of China. Japan has lost about half its land, but has now retaken it. And it became a land of death when strategic nuclear weapons were used to destroy the second Beta landing unit. Never turned the land into a battlefield. It's developed force for tactical surface fighters, continues to boom from its exports and licensing revenues. South America is also safe because the center for tactical surface fighter production. Southeast Asia and Africa are all support regions that support the economies of Japan and the European Union. Oh boy, neo-colonialism, baby. Woo! Not colonialism if it's Japan and we're all going to die. I mean, I wonder, would people still get mad in the future about that? Being like, ah, yeah, sorry, you know, the world is legitimately fucked. Like, we're all going to die. By, hey, don't go colonizing now, and being like, nah, I think that's the funny thing. Like, given the opportunity of like, oh yeah, here's an overwhelming threat that's just going to kill all of you. Like, yeah, it's like, you're just all gonna fucking die, like, if that's the case. Like, I think a lot of people will be like, yeah, no, fucking do whatever you want, I don't want to die. Japan, an alternative, more precisely called the Japanese Empire. Since it is an empire, the emperor is the head of state. This would be Emperor of Japan 1999. That would be Hirohito still. One of the, yeah, that would be Akihito. Rule from 89 to 2019. So yeah, that would be Akihito. Fun fact, everybody. Position of the emperor is the head of state. Insert footnote. Akihito. That's Akihito for those curious. That's Akihito for those curious. For Semi Dai, is the Dai Shogun. We're just gonna call it the Shogun, okay? Actually, no. Let's do like Shogun Muv-Luv, because this is actually like a very specific thing. Character Muv-Luv franchises. There we go. Have no fear. Here is the Emperor. Is the Shogun. Just Shogun. No, she's Grand Shogun. Not just Shogun, Grand Shogun. So we're going, person is the position of Grand Shogun. Let's see. Is the person in the position of Grand, however at the top of politics, the person in the position of Grand Shogun. Should be in charge. We want to see who the fuck is in charge of this our Shogun. Shogunate. Yeah. Hey. That should be the one in charge at this time. If this is, it should be in the 1998 landing. By 2001, Kyobin Kyuhei is the Shogun. Is the Grand Shogun. S. Yeah, by 2001, Cuban is the Grand Shogun. S, which would be the... He was appointed Shogun following the death of the previous Shogun in the 1998 invasion. Yeah, okay. Given full authority by the in 1991 Atlantic Kyushu Island from the Korean Peninsula, Japan was helplessly occupied throughout Western Japan within a week or so, resulting in the death of 40 million people. Using the term occupation, this just means mass destruction and genocide by Beta. They're just going on to achieve some goal. Beta. as attempting to achieve some goal. Anyway, with no knowledge of what that is. You know, be a little bit more formal. As of 2000, the war against beta has been going on for 30. Actually, by the end of 1990, Kyoben Yohei is the Grand Shoguness, as Tsunemori killed in the 98 invasion. This is called some deep lore bullshit. Like that's the best part of all this. Like, yeah, we gotta explain this a little bit, or else this is gonna make no fucking sense. Percentage of women increased on the global scale. As many adult males who considered useful in the war effort have already gone to the battlefield, and many have been killed. The same is true for Japan. The draft age gradually lowered in Japan, which is the forefront of the war, and nowadays students are mobilized without distinction between men and women. What is the Imperial Army? The Japanese have the Japanese Imperial Army, and there's nothing wrong with it, and we've done absolutely nothing wrong at all. Japan has done no wrong at all at any point in human history. It has its own military. The Imperial Japanese Army is divided into 4 major branches: the Home Defense Force, the Army, the Navy, and the Aerospace. Of these, it is the Home Defense Force and the Army that conducts combat operations using TSFs. The Supreme Commander of the Imperial Army is the Emperor, but in effect, it is his namesake, General Seiwei. Yeah, I forgot. I couldn't find the, let's do, Empire of Japan, Ministry of Defense. So it would be... Ceremonial Commander-in-Chief. Let's try to find like a general. We have a general in here. Governor General such as Makabe. That's the Hawaii garrison. Oh wow, cool. Let's think. Sake. Supreme Commander of the Imperial Armies, but in effect it is his namesake, General Andex. So it's not him necessarily. That's the idea. It's not him. Because that's what he's trying to say. It's like, oh, this isn't really him. This is, in fact, another person. Jesus. Oh, jeez. Yes, Japan took Hawaii. Technically, Japan invades Seattle at one point. Yeah, shit gets weird in Muv-Luv. Like you gotta remember that shit gets fucked He was a great general of the... Wait, the Shogun. It's Shogun right there. Yeah, so it's not General fucking... in fact, it is... the Green the Supreme Commander Imperial Army is the Emperor, but in effect it is... In fact, it is... It is the Grand Shogun. I think I know what it's trying to say here. Like, it's not really his... It's not really the Emperor's, you know, but in effect it's the Grand Shogun's. But the Grand Shogun is indirect. Yokohama is the only UN military base, but military bases are located in various parts. Speaking of East Japan, we can think that in our real world, there's an Imperial Army base right in place where the SDF base is located on the map. Like, let's do. I want to do something. I want to find this Eastern Japan. Google Maps. Let's go. Let's. Yeah, so to give you an idea, look over here. This is a military base right here in the Ministry of Defense. Right here is where a home defense guard thing is in Tokyo. The more you know. When I saw Seattle, Japan would probably run the place better. Now, mind you, this is like, oh, hey, a gigantic death thing is occurring and we're all going to die. But that's like, neither here nor there. What is the United Nations forces? What are the blue helmets? What are the blue helmets and why do they want me to drink corn syrup? Let's see. So, the United Nations is an army directly under the UN force. Enforce them based around the world, conduct military activity, cooperation with armies of the country they are stationed. Organized mainly by volunteers from around the world assigned to each country. Weapons contributed, but in the case of Japan, the 11th Pacific Air Base is located in Yokohama. The weapons of the Yokohama base are the same as those of the Japanese. What is the SDF? It's not the SDF. Would it be the SDF? No, it'd be the Royal Guard. Because if I'm correct, Imperial Guard is an independent arm protecting high-ranking individuals and their relatives, such as the Emperor and the Grand Shogun. This isn't... it is completely independently man. It's composed of a small elite group. Venerable families take the lead and guide in protecting their subjects. However, many people take the impression stuck up and nasty because they are noble, do not get along well with others. This is not that. It would be the Imperial Guard. I'm assuming because Yokohama base, it would be the Imperial Guard, but it wouldn't be that because it makes sense in the Japanese Imperial Royal Guard, because that's the Japanese Royal Guard. We can use, we'll use Imperial, actually. I think Imperial Guard sounds a little bit nice. What is the Imperial Guard? Let's do... I'm gonna make a wild guess here. What is the SDF? I'm gonna go right here. Yeah. Shit, yeah, this is what I think. What is the swag and what is the... Yeah, so what is the Imperial Guard? The full title is the Imperial Japanese. The Imperial Japanese Royal Guard. and localization of Muv-Luv alternative. Shortening it here to Imperial Guard, but Royal Guard, Imperial Japanese Guard, etc., etc. And now, mind you, this gets horrifically complicated for one very important reason. Guard is an actual term. Guard is a term used in the game and the world. This is a very important term because this is what everybody is. You could be a guard, but not part of the Imperial Guard. Actually, fuck, I have to... No. No, do I change this? No, the Imperial... Well, no, fuck it. We're gonna change it to... We're gonna do some light changing here. The Imperial Japanese Royal Guard. The Imperial Japanese Royal Guard. Although they are just referred to as the quote Japanese Imperial Guard in the military of the military of the Royal Guards also use special tactical surface fighters. These are color coded according to the rank documents. 12 ranks of the crown, starting with purple for the highest rank of Grand Shogun. And they are blah 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 da, 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 da. Yeah, this is what I mean. Guards. This is the literal term they use for them. I mean, I guess let's... Like, is it the term of guard? I'm going to Google guard. Yeah, guards. That's what they're... yeah, guards, tactical infantry. Okay, you can go away now, Akihito. But they guards are mainstay and the flower of the human and the centerpiece of the human forces, but they die easily. The average survival time to guard in the first battle is 8 minutes, which is commonly referred to the 8 minutes of death. Some of the fast-trained guards, frontline countries, just a frontline country sometimes send out fast-trained guards who are not well educated in the battlefield. Capital Y. Such guards, of course, never make it past the 8 minutes of death. In the long run, this is a waste of human resource, but frontline countries can no longer afford it. 2001, Japan, the Japanese Empire, the Japanese Empire is also a frontline state. And has not escaped from the negative spiral of being forced to use and discard human lives, even while mobilizing school children. Have no fear, everybody. These children can fight. They can bleed. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Guard. Yeah, you could technically have a guard who's part of the guard who does guard things. Looks like the pain train is not done with me. I just realized when the servers that I was banned from, it's where I kept a bunch of notes on building a PC based on the CPU I bought a year. Why were you keeping, not even going to question why you were keeping notes. Like, why you're keeping notes in a Discord that you aren't even a part of. That you don't own. Why? I have multiple questions. But I have a strange feeling I'm not going to get any of them. Since our encounter on Mars, humans have constantly studying beta. However, there's so many unknowns about its ecology. The thing that is clearly known about beta is that beta is a carbon-based life form. Something instinctive, not intelligence, but this has not yet been clarified. No reproductive organs have been confirmed. The mechanism of population growth is also a mystery, and it's not determined that species with completely different shapes can coexist. However, their behavior on the moon has shown they are somewhat capable of adapting to the environment, so they do not swim in the ocean. So they do not swim in the ocean to adapt to water pressure, but instead come from the bottom of the ocean. By 2000, the following 8 species of beta have been identified, classified, and distinguished based on their appearance and abilities. There are many other unidentified species that are estimated to exist and have also appeared in the series. This section provides an overview of beta species. I'm going to give you a hint. These are legitimately the only species. Actually, no, I take that back. There is one which is like the fucking mobile game. Like, yeah, you want to look at the fucking mobile game? Yeah, hell yeah, baby. Let's fucking go. It's like, oh no, you can't do this. This row. What I'm going to do is we're going to go to this, and we're going to go to the Muv-Luv beta. Now, in the section of the book, this does actually have like artwork for each of them. Actually try to find it. The RPG, what's beta? And what I'm, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's use the book's art for everything. Cool, I'm down. I'm down for you. Art. Let me see if I can remember everything. This is one of those ones where I'm gonna have to like double check about 15 fucking times. I should have saved that. Fuck. Soldier. Something like this. Bend it. Something like that. Each one gets its own little space. Because if we do this, can like, oop, no. Do no, we're not gonna touch it. Actually, no. What we can do though, we do this. We can do there we go. We just have to do a little bit of forcing, a little bit of finagling, because yeah, those are tank classes. They are the most numerous species. We want to keep the canvas size. We want to keep everything as roughly equal as possible. These are the grapplers. Grapplers look fucking spooky. I don't like these things. These ones, these are the worst. I fucking hate these things. They just look weird. They look as an uncomfortable weird. Like I no. Like if I saw that, if I'm in my giant robot and I saw that, I'm like, I know what I'm fucking shooting. You. Being like, we don't need to target them. I'm gonna fucking shoot it anyway. Like, fuck that. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Outside these things looking just goofy. I think they look goofy. I like them. I like the destroyer class. Destroyer class, and then we have the odd thing is this is the laser class. These are the most dangerous enemies, like some of the most dangerous enemies in the thing, and they look so fucking doofy. Like, look at that. Look at this fucking thing. Look at this fucking thing. Do you feel like primal fear around this? No, I feel like, oh man, he's adorable. I want to pet him because but he's also like death. He is death, and he is going to kill you. It's like, oh, like, are you sure? He looks kind of adorable. Like, he looks kind of cute. He is, as they say in the hood, kawaii. But no, we can't have cute things in Muv-Luv. Everything must try to murder us. And you really want to tally up losses. They're the ones who have probably killed most of humanity. Heavy laser species. Then we tanks. Then we do the fortress species, which are just comically oversized. Like, these guys are fucking huge. They didn't quite occur to me, like, when I first saw them. I'm like, oh, they look kind of big, but, like, not like... These things are towering goddamn Goliaths. Like, you are not... Like, they are... That's no... Okay, Okay, so what we have to do now is we need to find the soldier class. There we go. We can use this. So we do this. God, this is so small. Have anything bigger? Oh, there we go. Oh God, no. Let's yeah, let's do warrior class Muv-Luv. Warrior class Muv-Luv. Can we get a good image? Yeah, they look a little bit goofy, but that's fine. And there we go. We're gonna position you this, but there. They are not appearing in this game, however, I want to put them in for the sake of completeness. Something like that. Alright, and look. Black and white. It still looks... Yeah, I wish I could have it actually. What would be a good one? We need to do... Oh no. Not sepia. We need to do... Scale. Just... I would say like contrast. We contrast it out, but that just makes it go giggity, and that makes it too. Because if we do, just make it horror. I guess we can do black and white. We make it blacker and white, like. Not really grayscaling. Oh, and do I have advanced grayscaling on here? Do have advanced grayscaling. Maybe we do. Oh, and duotone lighting. Why does that exist? Let's do. Fuck this. Every now and again, I just like to fuck around with this just to kind of have some fun and see what I can do. Because I'm not an artist. I've always said this. I'm not an artist. I just fuck around and paint mostly. You're a warrior class, and then we need a soldier class. These fuckers. These are the worst. Like these things, I hate these things. Things look so horrifying. Look at him. He like this is some joy mutant shit. Like fuck this dude. Like fuck this man. Fuck you. I don't want to fight this. I am going to die. And many characters do die because of these things. Can I find a bigger copy of them? Oh, this is kind of the biggest find. I'm not too fussed. Black and white. But black and white. Yeah, I'd say they look the worst out of all of them. I'm gonna keep them with a white background because just to kind of say they're not in this game. I think that's a good indicator. Oh, okay, goodness. I'm not knowing a PC wizardry. I just pre-built because I'm a brainlet. I know that feel. There's something in the bottom of my. Not served by and building a PC more than Lionel Tech Tips. Oh. Anyone sponsor deal will lie to you. I know that one art YouTuber infamous shilling Wacom stuff to the point his top 10 graphics tablet video every year all Wacom products. Well, yeah, I mean, it's people. If you like something, you're gonna want you to do it, especially if you're getting fucking paid for it. Like, I've always told people, being like, the millisecond like deals start coming in, there's gonna be no honor. Like, fuck you guys. I'm making that money. I'm making that bread. Let's see. Warrior class. Technically, we got it. What if I do insert footnote? Actually, yes, I can. Ooh, we don't need that. Dash class. Insert footnote, not present. Present in this TRPG. Laser class. I mean. Okay, we'll do a small species about 1.7 meters in length, 2.5 meters in height. Small arms are effective. Small arms are effective, but difficult to aim because of warrior class. We'll do warrior class agility. Yeah, no, that stupid trunk thing too will rip your head off too. They don't say that in here, but it will. Actually, here's what we can. A little bit. Let's make this look a little bit nice. Select everything. Come on, stop freaking out. I believe. There we go. Small species, anti-personnel detection capability. Small species has character emitting a powerful laser beam. Beam of light has this beam of light has range over 200 kilometers. A direct hit can destroy or shoot down an airborne weapon. Appearance of these betas was made possible, create a new class of beta, which are more powerful than conventional betas. Appearance of these betas completely neutralize conventional air weapons. Yeah, can't really use a plane against something that can just auto-aim. Let's see. Access dozens of hundreds of individuals. Tank class the most numerous species in the beta group. Heavy laser class, 15 meters and 21 meters tall. Lit. It is called a laser species. Thanks, game. Capable of emitting even higher power laser beams. Standard laser class with a range of 1,000 kilometers. There's no way to escape its grappler class, a large species. 4 limbs, destroyer class. Actually, here, let's do some. We want to find space class. Then we want to replace it with dash class. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it totally worked. Awesome. Oh. Bump. Bump. Yeah, probably if it's from 2018, probably an i5. I'm not even a computer guy, but let's see. Table properties, enter. Borders or no borders? I'm feeling borders. Borders look nicer, I think. Yeah, I think we'll stick with borders. Probably make it a little border, but we'll do something like 0.5. There we go. I think this looks better. It separates them out a little bit more, I think. Okay, so hives. Mind you, we haven't even hit the game part of this yet. Again. Just because there's so much shit to talk about with these things. We're heading to over. Make you head. Well, just to be sure. That is like a beta nest. Monument protruding above the surface like an anthill. Beneath the monument, at its deepest point is a reactor. Part of the behind believed to be the energy generated by the activity. Hives are expanded by beta. The original hive was first landing unit reached Earth is in phase 6 and has a huge hive with a monument height of 1,000 meters, horizontal radius of 1,000 kilometers, and a depth of 4,000 meters to the reactor. The Yokohama hive, more than 50 meters high. To kind of give you guys like an example of what this is for those who, speak American. That is about 2 miles, 2.5 miles down to its core, through winding tunnel systems filled with things that want to eat your face. Yeah, no, it's not having a fun time. Yeah. Okay. go to Yokohama. Yokohama Hive in Yokohama was phase 2. We don't know how many beta there are in such a huge nest. There could be thousands or tens of thousands. Control the hive would mean to destroy its reactor at the deepest level, which is extremely difficult to do. For kilometers through a maze of underground stems, constantly fighting beta and being outnumbered and being outnumbered and outgunned. While being outnumbered and outgunned. There are 26 of there are 26 of these hives on the planet. No wonder the human race is on the verge of extinction. Oh no. Like we're fucked. The musical. The tone in this one is always funny. The distribution phase will do. Why did I do this way? So we need a hive number. Half of me just wants us to do it, like, make this. Wonder if it'd just be easier to. This. Budapest. Budapest is gone. France is gone. Bhopal is gone. Dunhong. Yeah, because pretty much like if you see, you're like, oh wow, I know where that place is. You just gotta remember, like, that place is gone. Like, it's just gone. There's nothing left there. Everyone's dead. All your friends are dead. Hi, Yokohama. Yokohama is actually destroyed. Katanga, Verovansk. Let's type that out. Vertical. Yeah, the Russians got the most fucked over, I've learned. So we can. I'm gonna bump this up to 12. Yeah, we can bump this up to 12. The Yokohama Hive has always become the regular scale for them, although the phase was 2. Phase depth wasn't a regular phase 4 scale, while the hive itself was only in phase 2. Wow, turns out these unknowable aliens are doing something unknowable. Damn. Dolly, did you just copy and paste something from their website? I believe in this one I have an AMD card. Yokohama High. I believe I have an AMD card. I have an NVIDIA I have a NVIDIA graphics and I have a AMD. I think my computer works pretty well. On the moon, the U.S. Department of Defense has promoted the development of weapons for use against beta. The tactical surface fighter, or tactical plane, was born. The tactical surface fighter, surface fighter, TFS. Humanoid weapon capable of bipedal walking, but also fighter capable of high-speed flight using a leaping unit. But their 3-dimensional maneuverability and flexibility, tactical surface fighters, TSFs, TSF. TSF demonstrated their effectiveness all phases of war against, especially in situations where air weapons were neutralized by the appearance of laser class. Laser class. Isn't it so sad when you go to Burger King, get Burger foot left. TSF. Tactical surface fighters. Tactical surface fighters. Fighters were first to enter the beta swarms, destroy laser class groups. groups at destroying the laser class group. After destroying the laser class, the human race is able to destroy the beta group with surface control, with aircraft and field art. Field artillery after destroying the laser class. Yeah, that is literally the plan. You rush up, you destroy everything, and then we bomb it into oblivion. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like Japan didn't develop the first mechs. The Americans did. Were they less vulnerable to laser blast teams and land and fight if necessary, all accomplishing a mission. Only tactical surface fighters are able to fly at high speed at low altitudes, where they are less vulnerable to laser beam. And land and fight if necessary. They are capable of... Period. They are the only ones capable of accomplishing this mission. Accomplishing this mission called laser class battles. Sounds cheesy, and that's fine by me. Alright. That's just the lore. We've done the lore bit. I'm gonna get the first bits of getting actual characters set up. Generally speaking, I'm thinking this is gonna follow pretty accurately to everything. My goal is to actually get this done get everything done by the end of the year. That was always going to be my goal here. Sections. Alter ego. I will make it. Actually, I've made the call to change every tactical plane or tactical craft to tactical surface fighter for both convenience and understanding and clarity. Technically both are correct. A TSF. Why are you doing this? It sounds cooler. Oh. Let me just double check to make sure that I don't. Not pretty. Prime. We need. It's. To this. Prepare character sheets. Let's prepare a character sheet for yourself by copying character sheet found at the end of this booklet or by downloading and printing the file posted on the Muv-Luv alternative TRPG website. Once you have prepared your character sheet, check the information. Formula: there are 3 types of sheets, the A through C, depending on the time and place where the scenario takes place. a side note, character sheets. Character sheets. This is correct. However, I will be providing a quote basic sheet. I'll be providing a basic sheet as the only major difference between them. The only major difference between the three sheets is that they have the character background information on them for that particular time period. Remember when I said I was going to do like, oh, this is going to be infrequent? Like, yeah, no, they. Hello, it's me. It's me again, everybody. The notepad add-on. See, dog tags, metal plate engraved soldier personal information worn around the neck of the chain. You may see them in movies. The soldier and alternate. You may see them in movies. Also, wear them for personal data of the character, the minds, and the space that image have in mind, and the space that reflects it. Name, age, rank, right ensign, unless otherwise instructed. Gender. Oh fuck. Oh god, do we use sex? Or do we just change it to gender? We're just gonna call it sex, fuck it. Birthday. Character's a blood type. Character's blood type. Capitalize character because that's what we are. Characters. Japanese, like a very Japanese thing. The name of the army unit, the left side of the dog tag should be filled in, specified by the CP. The army is mostly determined by type of character sheet. Maybe for name choose wish. In this case, all the players should be discussing come up with a good name. The personal photo is the face of the character. Please put your best effort into drawing your favorite character. Into drawing your character. This is a mandatory rule. And yes, I would make that a mandatory rule that you have to draw your character. If they don't have hair vents, I mean 0 out of 10, you don't get to play them. You just die. Sorry, your hair vents aren't active. You overheat and you just fall unconscious. Sorry. So sad. Very sad. Yeah, let's do a double check here real fast. Because what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to fill out a bunch of shit. And that's just something I gotta do. Okay. I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna do for any of the data bits. Any of the data bits, we're going to insert table. Oh, how did that happen? Control C, Control V, about rank. Data about rank. gonna shrink this just to 10, just so we know, like, this is kind of like a side thing. I know it, you know it, we all know it, we're all cool with it. Let's see, data, so let's just do it. Value is value. One fate represents strength of the guards. Guard's destiny and can be used critical moments, save the day, or seize an opportunity, fail to make a decision. Roll the dice again. You can spend your dice to add to the dice roll. It is increased during gameplay. Players share fate based on the idea that troops are a community of destiny. I'm keeping that line, even though it sounds stupid. After the string, will you go into the Discord chat so we can talk? Yeah, I can. I'll hop in there. Well, I mean, the thing is, from what I've learned about the Japanese blood type stuff, is Japanese blood type stuff is the exact same shit as like the astrology girl. Like, yeah, it's time for the It's like in every single one of our games, we had your, astrological sign on it. Like, sorry, if you don't have if you're not a Gemini, this ain't gonna work. That will always be one of the more amusing. I see it in like every single one. Everyone's just like, it's time. Do I want to? Nope, not gonna do this one yet. Okay. Cool. I'm going to call it there for today. We made pretty good progress. To give you an idea, we're at page 30 of the raw translation. Actually, no, we were at page 29, and we got to page 22 up here. If I want to be more precise about things, what I should do is this: insert table of contents. Yeah, so we're making good strides. Like, this took a little bit longer than I had. Oh, Jesus. This took a little bit longer than I had planned, just because there was a lot of like little things I just had to fucking fix. Most likely what'll happen, because not this, if I pull this, yet. What I need to do is I need to fill this shit out. Like, I need to do this entire fucking sheet here. Then I also need to do this, which is just going to take time. Like, that's legitimately, I just need to sit down and I need to go through here and do every single one of these in the right fucking font. And I need to fill out this entire section in the right font to make sure everything is what it's supposed to. Because I believe this is, if we go to tools, Doom tools? No, that's a fucking thing. Rotate. Because if we look here, these are not the, like, this, the F4 and 74 is the first tactical surface fighter. These are all of the various TSFs throughout history. And what's the, this is the 3rd generation one. And it's like, oh, well, this is a 1.5 generation. This is the 2nd generation. Oh, the MiG-23 is here. You kind of see all the ones with a star next to it. Those are the ones actually available for you to pilot in this particular game. I do notice here, for some reason, we have an Israeli. There are the F-16, we've got the F-22A, the F-15 ACTV, which was directly tied to the 2nd gen, which was fundamental apparently in creating, like, there's a fucking mess here that I need to, like, fully do by myself, just because it's going to be a long and fucking tedious task. That's legitimately all. It's just going to be tedious. So I'm going to call it there. Thank you all. Thank you all. Godspeed. Good luck. You know the rest. Tomorrow, I don't quite know what the plan is. I have a few ideas. Most likely it'll be kind of like a preliminary stream, but a little bit weird just because of the nature of Crisis Heroine and it being a Friday. So, thank you all. Godspeed. Good luck. You know the rest. I will disappear now.